Alright, season ticket holder fans, today is a solo video, so that means I am both your commentator, your cameraman, all of the above. I'm doing everything but drive the bus. Starting out today, I'm actually looking at something that came in the mail from a huge 49er fan, goes by the name Inspector Dabbit on Twitter, puts together custom gear, and I could not be more pleased with this. Got it right in time for my big 40th birthday, which I celebrated yesterday. And it commemorates my favorite contemporary 49er moment, and that was the stop on the 1-inch line in Seattle. Most of you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you can see Mr. Greenlaw there, arguably my favorite current 49er, saying no way. And he knew it. He knew that he stopped it right at the 1-inch line. So big moment, and loved every second of it. And remember the intensity of it. Had it commemorated on a shirt. Call him the Hawk Slayer. Number 57 seems to have his biggest games against Seattle, although he's got plenty of big games. So we appreciate you, 57. Inspector Dabbit was kind enough to put it on a Levi's Gold Tab shirt for me. I wanted it on a nice quality shirt, so he put it on there for me. See it up there too with the tag. So again, really appreciate it. Came out exactly as I visioned it. Definitely be rocking that at Levi's this year. All right, so moving on, you can see the first piece. Apologies for the light. You can see my ceiling fan going too. This is the first piece I added to my autograph collection, and if you're a 49er fan, you probably know why. Many great moments in our history, none bigger than this one. January 10th, 1982, Dwight Clark went up in Candlestick Park and got the catch. So this was the NFC Championship game. Arguably, this is when the dynasty started. I know you can do a deep dive and find other moments that built up to the dynasty to get going. You know, drafting Joe Montana and drafting all those great players, getting Ronnie Lott, but no bigger moment than this one. So I started with this one because sadly Dwight Clark passed away a few years ago, and just knew that it had to be this one as I started my autograph collection. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're looking down and still watching some great 49er moments. But yeah, definitely appreciate this moment. So while that may have started the dynasty that many a 49er fan like to crow about, myself included, the piece I'm going to talk about today actually goes back to our legacy, which the 49er legacy did not start on January 10th, 1982. We had many great moments before that moment. And these fellas, can you guess what I got here? We're responsible for many of them. Oh, it's in black and white. 1, 2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers. Try to move that so it's not so much in the light. The $1 Million Backfield. San Francisco 49er $1 Million Backfield is the only full house backfield to be in the Hall of Fame. Each and every member of this photo is in the National Football League Hall of Fame. And if you're a 49er fan, it behooves you to get to know these names as well as some of the contemporary names from the dynasty years, because they were super important to building the thing. I'm a firm believer in, you know, everything is just kind of a piece of the chain, and this link here was super important to where we find ourselves today. Just to give you a rundown on the names. On the left, you have Hugh McElhaney. He was a halfback. The King is what they called him. Went to the Hall of Fame in 1970. San Francisco 49er, 1957, 1960. His number 39 is retired. You can see it up in Levi's Stadium today. He was a 5-time All-Pro, first team, 6-time Pro Bowler. He's in the 49er Hall of Fame as well. Sadly, just passed away in 2022. To his left, our right, you'll see Joe the Jet Perry. Again, if you're a 49er fan, you need to learn these names. You got to know who they are. As important as Montana, Young, Lott, Rice, and Clark are, these names are just as important. So Joe the Jet Perry, 2-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Fame, NFL 1969. Sadly, he passed away in 2011. His number 34 also retired by the San Francisco 49ers. To his left, our right, is Y.A. Tittle. Unfortunately, he would go on to have some phenomenal years with those New York Giants as well. I'm not mad at you. Don't blame you for doing it. But before that, from 1951 1960, he was a San Francisco 49er. He went into the Hall of Fame class of 1971. And sadly, he passed away in 2017. He still holds the record of 7 touchdown passes in a single game, which has been tied. He was the 1963 MVP for the Giants. He's a 3-time All-Pro first team, 1-time second team, 3-time passing touchdown leader in the league. What a career he had. So, to his left, all right, John Henry Johnson, 1954 to 1956, shortest 49er tenure. Unfortunately, Mr. Johnson would go on to win a National Football League championship in 1957. Do your homework. Learn about those 1957 Niners and how they lost to Mr. Johnson's then Detroit Lions in 1957 in the Western Conference Championship. It's probably, or arguably, our first tragedy as a fan base, but not mad at Mr. Johnson for winning a championship. Just wish it would have been with us. 1987 Hall of Fame member. In his own right, 4-time Pro Bowl, 2-time second-team All-Pro. He is in the 49er Hall of Fame, went in 2009, and glad that he went in before he died in 2011. These guys are icons to our franchise. It behooves us, again, to learn their names, learn their legacies. I'm going to add a link to that 1957 team. It's an interesting history. Learn about it as a fan. Definitely, I'm going to add Inspector Dabbitt's information to this video, so give him a look as well if you're a 49er fan. He makes custom gear, and it's awesome. That's what being a fan is all about. That guy gets it, so I appreciate him. Appreciate you all. I'm just going to zoom in on these faces one last time. Beautiful autographs. Cannot wait to get this framed. $1 million backfield. What a great way to start my 40s, huh? All right. Hope you're all doing well. Have a great day. Try to stay cool out there.